because maybe that they want to print it on their biscuit, right? That's the major thing. So you want to provide context. You carry that biscuit and you print on it. There are jobs you have to do that job. In fact, for a biscuit company, you have to print it. You have to print it because that's very big one, right? You have to print it because anything they do with it. So you come up with your design, and while printing that biscuit, you embed, while designing it, you embed the logo, you put the logo there, and the visual style. That's where the visual style, like we've talked about in previous video. If you've not seen those videos, you have to see it. Okay, you have to see it. You have to see those videos. We talked about visual style, we talked about visual language and everything. So that's where you embed it into the biscuit. You get, you embed the colors and everything. You do a design, give them. Then you can carry that sachet. You can carry them, go and give them. Okay, this is it. They can feel it. So in such case, your logo has a there's high tendency for your logo to be accepted, right? Because you've provided context, right? So it goes to different level. But for now, we are just working with what with mockups, working with mockups and seeing how you can use mockups, right? See how you can use mockups too. So we're talking about a van company, right? A van company. Or we could continue with what we were saying yesterday. We could continue with it. So um someone should send me the logo we made yesterday. Okay, it's not here. Wow, it's not here. Okay, maybe I'm just going to use the one I have. I'll use what I have here. It's not here. I'll have to use what I have, right? I'll have to use any logo I have. Any logo I have. Any logo I have. Let me see. I wish I would have collected that logo yesterday. So we'll just continue from there. So it's not any new thing. We are not doing something new, right? So we are not doing something entirely different. Okay, let me just try to look for something we can use as an illustration. Let me try to look something we can use as an illustration. So, but how many of you are getting it? You are getting it? Are you getting it? Are you getting what we're trying to say? Okay, okay, okay. So we are going to use this as a case study. So let's just use a logo for a case study. Let's say we want to work on let me say a company is a TV station and we call it Geo World. So we want to work on in Illustrator, right? So let me just quickly share the screen. Let me just quickly share that screen. So we have a logo done. We have a logo done with Illustrator. So let's say we have a logo like this done with Illustrator, and we want to put context, right? We want to provide context for the logo Geo World. So let's use this let's use this logo to provide, let me say, as a case study. As a case study, we are going to use this logo Geo World to let me say create different mockups and see how we can better present this logo to our client using mockups, right? So the first thing we want to do is that we have our logo here. We already have our colors, so there's nothing. Um, we're not doing much, right? We're not doing much. So what we want to do is that we want to export the logo itself and see how we can provide different things. Okay, so what we need to do is to enlist things that would help. So it's a TV station. So what are the things that are we likely going to need, right? Normally we know we're going to need t-shirts. Almost all brands will have t-shirts. So let's say we're going to have a t-shirt. For instance, we're going to have what else are we going to have? We're going to have we'll have a t-shirt. We would have the logo is going to be appearing on a TV, right? So this logo is going to be appearing on a TV. So we have to note that. Okay, this logo is going to be appearing on a TV. Okay, so in some way we have to make it appear on a TV. So another thing is that most TV stations now they have apps. So they are likely going to have an app, maybe an app that has their TV embedded in it, right? So we also have a mobile. We have to. We need to have a mobile mockup, right? We need to have a mobile mockup. Then something else we need to have. Let's just add one more thing we need to do. Okay, we'll talk about, and mind you, all these are spontaneous. We're just trying to do this, and it's spontaneous, right? So it's spontaneous, and Okay. What's the last thing we could have? What's the last thing we could have? What's the last thing we could have? We could have, okay, we have a shirt, we have a mobile version. Then let's have a cap, right? Let's have a cap. Okay, let's have a cap. Let's use these three things to just say what we are doing here, right? To give context to this logo. So we've been contracted, okay, geo world, and we are done with the logo. So now let's properly present this logo or represent this logo in different mock-ups. You can do as many mock-ups as possible, right? But let's stick to these three for the sake of this video. Let's stick to 3 mock-ups. Okay, so firstly, we need a site where we can get mockups. So normally you could get mockups from Google. You could get mockups from Google. You could get mockups from Google, right? You could get mockups from Google. And okay, let's just try to export our logo. Let's try to export it, and let's have different versions. Okay, so let's have different versions. Let's have okay. So I'm going to delete this. So let's have this. So let's have different version of this logo. So we are also going to have a white version. Let's just fill it with white. Let's fill it with white, right? Let's fill it with white. And I'm going to take off this shadow. I'll take off this shadow. Okay, taking off this shadow. Let's see. So we just try to take off this shadow. I think it should be from appearance. Also Photoshop. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Um, just a minute. I don't know if you still know how to export. I don't know if you still know how to export, or you've forgotten. You still know how to export. You still know how to export. How many of you tried it yesterday to export something? To export something from what do they call it? You tried to export something from Illustrator. Did you try exporting the logo we made yesterday? How many of you tried? Nobody. Really? It means you didn't finish your work. Oh. It means you didn't finish your work. So let's look for some mock-ups. Let's look for some mock-ups that we can use. Let's look for some mockups that we can use. Okay. Let's look for some mockup that we can use. Okay. So there are different sites to get mockups. Right. Different websites to get mockups. Different websites. Different websites to get mockups. And the number one site that I always recommend to get mockups is sometimes I search with Google. Sometimes I just like searching with Google for mockups, and from there it will direct me to a particular site, right? But there are some websites you can get mockup. For instance, you can use Mockup World. You can use Mockup World to get mockups. You can use it to get mockups. It has numerous mockups, and they are free and they are paid mockups. So not all mockups you find. You're not going to find all mockups for free. You are not going to find any mockup. You're not going to find all mockups rather for free. You're not going to find all mockups for free. You're never going to find all mockups for free. So some you would need to buy. You need to buy them. You will need to buy them. You will need to buy them. So, but there are a lot of them for free that you could be using. There are quite a lot of mockups that you could be using for free. Okay. When it comes to resources, design resources like fonts, fonts, uh, okay, mockups, fonts, all of them. Sometimes you have to pay for them, especially when what you want to do, maybe because the most you don't find them for free, except maybe you have somebody that has it for free, and he wants to distribute it to you. Okay. um he wants to distribute it to you or just give it to you. Like for instance, over the years I've been working, I have mockups I already have. Okay, I can decide to give it to somebody, right? So just like that. Or you could just get it. But I would advise, if you are just starting out, you're still trying out things, and um, you don't really have clients that are paying you, are just doing maybe just for your portfolio sake, you can start with free mockups we have. Okay, just start with free mockups. There are still amazing free mockups you can start with that would still um, um, make your presentation better. Okay, so you want to start out with these mockups, and one of the sites you could use is, like I said, Google. You could use Google to um, get mockups. Just search any mockup at all on Google, and it will direct you. We will direct you, right?